Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My channel is North Girl Gone South, and my name is Helen. I'm actually redoing a wreath that I bought just for the form. The flowers that were on it were terrible. They've seen better days, but I did like the form, the wreath form, because it was a nice, heavy, sturdy form, and I believe I paid $2 for the form. Took everything off, and these sunflowers, I love sunflowers, they were a bouquet of 5, and I got them at Dollar General, and they were $5. The off-white flowers, I got 2 packs of them, because they come in packs of 4, and I needed 5. I got the small sunflowers, those are from Dollar Tree. And those leaves were together. I just cut them in half so that I could place them where I want them. Those came with the sunflowers. So the sunflowers were from Dollar General, and the tan and the baby sunflowers were from Dollar Tree. I bought these berries. I wasn't sure if I was going to use them, but they're fall colors. They have the yellow, burgundy, all the colors that match. Once you guys get to see my videos, you're going to know I like to keep things uniform, sometimes monotone, and clean and classic. I'm not into the big frilly things, but you do you. I don't do a lot of glitter, a lot of bows. I kind of keep things simple. You'll see when I'm done with this wreath. It's, some people might say basic, but for me it was perfect. You don't have to. I did put a little bit of glue at the bottom of 1 or 2 of the sunflowers because they seemed a little looser than I'd like. But I leave the wire a couple of inches, probably at least 3 inches. And if the stem is really thick, I will get wire, the things you do to clean the wire up to get the rubber coating off, so that the wire goes smoother, better. It doesn't give me a hard time. But I have to say the sunflowers went in the form pretty good, and they stayed. I think I only glued 2 or 3. I think the last 2 I just put in because they stayed really well. But once I was done, I noticed that usually if I make a project, I'll give it a little shake to see if I'm giving it to somebody, whether it needs glue or not. Sometimes I'll just reinforce it with glue. Because if I keep it for myself, if something comes out or moves, or I could just whip out the glue gun and do it myself. I'm using the off-white flowers as sort of a spacer. Because I have 5 of the sunflowers, I want them sort of equally spaced out. I did do that ahead of time to make sure that 5 sunflowers and 5 of the off-white flowers. That's probably a great tip to follow. Do like a dry run with your flowers before you glue them, just to make sure. I've made things before and the spacing wasn't right, or I was short a piece or a flower or a spacer, and that's the last thing you want to do, is get to the end of your project and then realize that you didn't account for an extra piece. That's why I usually buy 2 of each pack of flowers unless I know I need more. The sunflowers, though, were big enough that I knew 1 pack, whether it be 5 or 6, was going to be more than enough. Plus, I have the miniature sunflowers to fill in the gaps if I feel like I need extra flowers. Now I'm putting the off-white mums between each one of the sunflowers in the to give it a little bit of contrast, brighten it up a little bit. Not that the yellow sunflowers are not bright enough, but I didn't want the whole wreath to be yellow. I wanted a little bit of something other than sunflowers. Although I've seen wreaths that are 100% sunflowers, and they're gorgeous. So like I said, you'll see when I'm done that, I forgot one flower, when I'm done, that if you feel like you need to do more, you do as much as, I've seen wreaths that are so full. You could put more sunflowers if you want. You could add more mums. You could add, if you want more of a fall, like those fall colors, the traditional fall colors, you can add orange and the burgundy mums in between to fill it up more. And I thought about it, but I wanted to keep this. If I was giving it away, I probably would have put more orange and burgundy mums in between to fill it up instead of the mini sunflowers. Now those larger leaves are the leaves that I cut off the sunflower picks, the large sunflower picks. And I cut them down because I wanted to place them where I felt I needed them. The way that they were was great, but if they're attached to the flower, they have to stay exactly where they are. And this way, if I want them to face a different direction, I just put a little hot glue on it. And at this point, I wanted all the leaves to be at the top, well, the outside rim of the wreath, so that it was kind of like a ring of green around the outside of the wreath. It gives it a little bit more like a sunburst kind of look, but it's really subtle, which I like. You could add grass, onion grass to this wreath to give it more fullness. Like I said, you can add the mini mums. You'll see where when I add the mini sunflowers, you could add mini mums instead to fill it out. You have to go with, when I do DIYs, I do them to give you guys ideas. I make a lot of the DIYs so I can use them in my home or give them to someone I know or someone who has asked me for something in particular. So I kind of make it to suit people. So if you guys want to see something in particular and it's over the top, don't be afraid. Put it in the comments. Let me know. I'll make anything that you guys are interested in watching, and I will just give it away. It's not, if it's over the top, it's not that I won't make it, because I will. Just put comments. You could send me messages. You could give me comments if there's something particular you want to see. I do have some more fall DIYs coming up. This was just the first one that I got done because I wanted to hang it on my front door. And I do like to start out fall with sunflowers. I do my late August, early September fall decorations with the majority of sunflowers. And then as I transition into mid to late September, I do cut back on the sunflowers and add more pumpkins and winter / fall flowers and wreaths. And so this wreath is now, I'm just putting the mini sunflowers. This is going to be my late August, early September. You know, by the end of September, I'll probably want to put something more harvest related. I don't do a lot of decorations for Halloween, but if you guys are interested in Halloween DIYs, I will most definitely do them. Now this, the inside, since I put the leaves facing the outside of the wreath rim, I wanted something more towards the inside. So I decided to use the berries, the fall colored berries. And you could use, they had them in shades of green. I used shades of yellow and burgundy. They have them in oranges and orange and burgundy. And I'm going to kind of put them around the mums to kind of give like a halo on the inside of the wreath. I feel like it gives it a little bit of color. It kind of connects the sunflower and the mum with the colors, the combination of colors. So like I was saying, if you want to see Halloween DIYs, let me know. Anything in specific, because like I said, I don't decorate too much for Halloween. I did do my 3-tier tray, which I will probably have a video on. And I don't have an actual coffee bar. I do have, right now, I have a corner, a coffee corner that I decorate. And most of my decorating on my tier tray and my coffee corner is orange pumpkins and sunflowers. There's a little bit of hay bale going on and stuff like that. If I have a chance with my fall DIYs, I will go over my tier trays and my coffee corner. When we do move, I will have an entire coffee bar. It'll be probably a drink station because it's big enough to have a wine bar, coffee bar, hot cocoa bar, and that's going to be really fun to decorate. Right now, I'm just finishing up with the berries. I put them, if you notice, I put them strategically around where the mums are. I didn't put them really where the sunflowers are. So I added 5 of them, and they came off the stems. I just popped them right off the stems. I didn't even have to cut them. Let me know if you guys go through the same thing I do. I think I've ruined 17 pairs of scissors by now. I need to just go to the hardware store and get wire cutters or something to cut the stems because I use my scissors and all I do is ruin them. Now I wind up gluing the ends of the berries because 2 of them have a mind of their own and they're becoming rebels. And then I have the little sunflowers. I feel like it needs a little bit of something and a smaller flower. So I'm putting the sunflowers, but you could put the mums. See how much fuller it looks now with the mini sunflowers? I love it. And this is the way I'm going to keep it. If you want a bow, I don't put a bow on it. I don't add anything crazy to it. But this is my finished product. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye, guys.